Time for a Cowboys mailbag. The only way to get on the mailbag is to be subscribed and be a part of our live videos every Thursday, 4 p.m. Eastern Time. First question from Bastack TV, another super chat. What is your dream scenario in free agency? Step one, I signed Dalvin Tomlinson to solidify my interior defensive line. I go out and sign a cornerback, some type of veteran. Maybe it's a Malcolm Butler, it's a Richard Sherman, someone in that not tier 1 category. I sign a Malik Hooker. I add a tight end 3 on the super cheap, and I look at linebackers as well. If I can fill my needs at defensive line, maybe edge. I would love Carl Lawson, probably a bit unrealistic though. Fill those 2 needs. Add a corner, add a safety. I'm in great shape for the NFL draft. From Joseph, does Aldon Smith see an increase in production if you play him at linebacker like he did in San Fran? The answer is no, because Aldon Smith in San Francisco as a linebacker was a pass rusher. Now, if you mean stand him up more, okay, I'm fine with that, but he stood up plenty this past year for the Cowboys. So moving him to off-ball linebacker, it's not what he did. He is a pass rusher. The increase in production comes from just being better down the stretch, and I will drink for your Earl Thomas one. Same, by the way, for Armando Quintana. Drink on me. Bottoms up. All right, from Joseph, Trey Boss looks more like Jack Sparrow than Jack Sparrow. Appreciate that. It's funny. All right. A real Cowboys fan. JuJu to play the slot and move CD to the outside. I feel Kellen Moore could turn him to 2018-2017 JuJu. What are you doing with Michael Gallup? Are you trading him? I think you have to, right? And if that's the path you pursue, why am I throwing money at a receiver who you're hoping produces like Michael Gallup already has for you? I don't want to throw money at receiver this offseason. We can revisit that next year, but not right now. Just enjoy your cheap options. From your boss, Cowboys sign free safety and free agency. Trade number 10 and second round pick to move down to like 12 for a DT, then draft a corner at like 12. So you've used the first round pick twice. If you get a corner at 12, Farley, Horn, or Surtain, okay, I can get on board with that one. From Felipe Vasquez, would you rather sign Malcolm Butler or Kenny Vaccaro, or both? In years past, I was all aboard the go get Kenny Vaccaro train. I want a free safety, though. It's not who Kenny Vaccaro is. So because of that, because of my need at corner, I'm actually going to go with Malcolm Butler instead. I just think that that's a better fit for what I need as an organization. I need a corner on the outside, not another box safety. But if you guys disagree, if you want the Texas kid, I understand. Get your votes in for me. Type MB for Malcolm Butler or type KV for Kenny Vaccaro. This question is the pinned comment on today's video. So if you get the ad break, scroll on down and get your votes in. From all things Phillies, what is the deal with us paying guys that look like they were going to be superstars, then after they got a deal, they played like crap? You know, that's a common question for all 32 NFL teams. Welcome to life, my friend. From Allen, what about trading for Geno Atkins? No, he's too expensive. I think Atkins might get cut because he did not play, like hardly at all last year. So because of that, if he gets cut, maybe. Trade? Heck no. From Cryptic, do we still go tackle in the first 3 rounds with Tyron and Lael's contracts restructured? Again, the Cowboys have redone the deals by taking base salaries, putting them in signing bonuses, frees up money this year on the cap, puts it down the road. It means Tyron and Lael are going to be under contract for the 2021 season. So they're going to start, in theory. So you could still go tackle early, but I don't think the Cowboys feel like they have to go tackle early. It could be an option, but I don't think that's a route the Cowboys necessarily have to go pursue. So who do you guys want the Dallas Cowboys to draft in 2021? Probably focus on round 1, right? Any player you want, let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments section. From Henry, if we don't re-sign Aldon Smith, we go pick up an edge like Carl Lawson. I'm on board. I like Carl Lawson a lot. I think he is a great, young, promising player. I'd be all aboard that particular move. From Ryan O, if you had to choose between two, Malik Hooker, John Johnson, Dalvin Tomlinson, Tyson Alualu, or Hunter Henry. I'm cross off tight end. I don't need a tight end. I'm not picking up Hunter Henry. Give me Dalvin Tomlinson for sure, because I want a good defensive tackle. If I have to go cheaper as a result, I'm fine with Malik Hooker as well. From Chillin' It with Nick, is Davion Nixon from Iowa worth the 10th pick overall? No. In fact, I am not sure he's even going to go by the time the Cowboys pick number 44 overall. So, no, I'm not going there if I am the Dallas Cowboys. From Keith the Man, is Talanoa Hufanga, the safety from USC? Should he draft him? If you want a box safety linebacker hybrid, sure. I love the player. I think he's a very good box safety, kind of nickel linebacker, Mark Barron type player in the NFL. But he doesn't fix my safety issue, because then who's my free safety? So I'm open to that, sure, if the value's right, but I got to have a good free safety already locked and loaded. Otherwise, I'm not actually feeling the need. Now, today's show is made possible by our sportsbook partner, BetUS, the internet's #1 sportsbook, back just in time for March Madness. And we're hooking you guys up with a great deal as well. When you head to chatsports.com/bet, once again, that is chatsports.com/bet, and you use the promo code you see on your screen, Cowboys125, it gets you two things when you put down at least $100, a 125% deposit bonus, and we will hook you guys up with a Dak Prescott jersey in celebration of Dak Prescott getting locked up for 4 years. Now, in order to claim and be eligible, A, place a bet on March Madness, and email us, cowboys@chatsports.com. If you don't email us, then how are we going to know where to ship the jersey, right? So you have to email us once you've done all those other steps. It is cowboys@chatsports.com. We'll put that link, or put that email, in the comments, in the description. Don't forget, though, to use that URL below, chatsports.com/bet. Otherwise, you might not get the deposit bonus, and that kind of defeats the whole purpose, right? From It's Nacho Day Fool, which I don't think it is actually. Any legit players on offense the Cowboys could sign in free agency? Do you need any? You got your quarterback. Your O-line's good. You got all these needs on defense. So, I mean, depth players, sure. Impact expensive guys? Why bother? From Dylan, what are the moves we make to really contend for a Super Bowl? Sign veteran players who, frankly, shouldn't be that expensive in this salary cap world we're in for this upcoming year. Focus on defense. I need one more edge. I want a good, legit defensive tackle. I want a safety, and I want at least one more corner. Got to make those moves to actually contend. From Bobo, 187, Farley in the first round, Elijah Molden in the second. That is the cornerback from Virginia Tech and the cornerback from Washington. I love it. I don't know if the Cowboys would actually do it because Molden doesn't fit their typical MO, but I'd love it if I were the Dallas Cowboys. JMO says, need to draft offensive line, O-line, O-line. I know this is a held viewpoint out there. I fundamentally disagree because you have when healthy, a great left tackle, a top 5 right tackle, the best guard in the NFL, and you have spent premium draft capital on Connor Williams, Tyler Biadasz, and Connor McGovern. If those guys are healthy and play like they have when healthy, you are not starting someone unless you spent your first-round pick on them. So if you want to draft for depth, sure. If you're worried about the health, okay. But drafting another top 75 offensive lineman, I don't think that's a good path for the Cowboys to pursue because then how am I going to fix my defense, you know? From Forever Dallas Podcast, you think Anthony Harris is a good option? I'd be fine with it. I'm not going to allow myself to take the beggars can't be choosers mindset. If they invest in a safety, I'm just going to be happy. I would prefer somebody else, maybe a little bit, but he's a good football player. I'm not going to complain. From Brokaw, we're trying to have Daz Newsome or Sage Surratt if they're available at number 99. I need speed. Give me Daz Newsome. I am actually not that high on Sage Surratt. I never understood the round one hype this time last year, or I should say at the end of this last season. I think Dazz is a better football player and a better fit for the Cowboys as well. From Kelly Kane, will Tyler Biadasz start at center? I mean, I think that's the goal and plan, right? When we saw Biadasz out there, I thought the players, the guards around him did better. I think that matters, that chemistry, that impact certainly fits. If they want to look at other options, I'd be okay with that. But I want to give him a chance. I want him to start for this team next year. And if he's bad, okay, that's a 2022 need. So I am of the mindset, yes, start Tyler Biadasz and see what he can do for you. He's not going to be Travis Frederick, but you don't need to have a top 5 player at every single offensive line spot. That's not what the Cowboys need. So get your votes in. Start him at center. Y for yes, N for no. From Jorge, cut Anthony Brown, draft Kerry Vincent, day 2 or 3. I am not cutting Anthony Brown until I have somebody on my team. Because right now, Anthony Brown, by far, is my second best cornerback, and it's not even close. It's not even a discussion of the guys under contract right now. Kerry Vincent's fast, but that's kind of it. For a super chat now from Alex. Thank you, Alex. Who is the most violent linebacker in this year's draft, or that we could draft? It's a good question. He's not the biggest guy. Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah can hit. I might go Nick Bolton from Missouri, but I don't think the days of a violent type of linebacker are kind of disappearing because you want someone who can cover. So, I don't know, Monty Rice, Charles Snowden's a big guy. That could fit the violent side of it there. KJ Britt's kind of an old school thumper as well out of Auburn. Just some names there, but I don't want violence. I want athleticism in my linebacker spot.